Good morning, fellow parishioners of St. Francis and fellow pilgrims on this Lenten journey. My name is Wendy, and our word for today is weary. We have all experienced what it is like to be weary, whether it's at the end of a hard day's work or the end of a busy year. We also know what it's like to be emotionally weary when life is asking so much of us. Even Jesus knew what it was like to be weary. He experienced the need to press pause and just stop and rest up for a while. We read about this in John 4, and we know it as the story of the Samaritan woman at the well. I, as are some of you, are in a season of my life when I have the need to press pause, stop, rest, refocus, where I need an encounter with Jesus to experience His presence, to strengthen and refresh me, and to give me new ways of seeing. So I looked at this passage in John for inspiration on what Jesus did when He was weary. He sat down at a well, but not just any well. He sat down at Jacob's well, a well that was dug hundreds of years previously, a well that was deep, a well that had and was still being used daily to sustain those who drew from it, and it was a place of engaging with others. And just as Jesus asked the Samaritan woman questions, I hear Him ask me, so where and what is my well? And where do I go to encounter His presence? As I pause and consider, I realize that I have a well that is deep, that has been dug hundreds of years ago. Mine is the well of prayer. For me in particular, my practice of contemplative prayer called centering prayer has become a well. Over the last 20 years, I have drunk deeply from this well and through it encountered the presence of Christ. I have drunk from my well of Lectio Divina, the sacred reading of scriptures, and encountered the face of Christ there, and I experience Him waiting for me there in the scriptures. Jesus points to the woman coming to the well to draw water, holding a bucket in her hand. As He draws my attention there, I realize I have a well called community. Those who are willing to draw water on my behalf when I have no bucket. My heart lifts and I am encouraged. Like my Lord, I have a well, a place to pause, to stop, to rest, to refocus, a place where for a time weariness is lifted, and new strength, gratitude and joy take its place. As we journey closer to the cross, I invite you to reflect on your well. Where or what are the practices that feed you, sustain you, but most importantly, allow you to encounter the deep well of the presence of Christ? Hear His voice today. Come to me, all you who are weary, and I will give you rest. And so may living water gush up and fill you as you draw from the well of Christ Himself. Have a blessed day.